This video is brought to you by Soccer.com, North America's largest online soccer retailer. Don't forget to use coupon code 1SR4U13 at checkout for free shipping within the US on any order of $100 or more. Hey guys, Josh from SoccerReviewsForYou.com, bringing you an unboxing plus on-feet video of the Nike Mercurial Veloce Soft Ground Pro in the brand new Neptune Blue colorway. Like all the soft ground models, a stud wrench is included, and other than that, all you're going to find inside the box are the shoes themselves. So I'll get these out of the box, get this out of the way, and if you guys could take a second to leave a like on the video, it would be greatly appreciated. So here is a look at the Neptune Blue Veloce Soft Ground Pro. The Veloce model is the first takedown in the Mercurial series, one below the Vapor 9 and one above the Victory 4. The Soft Ground Pro variation retails somewhere around $120 or so, but if you are interested in picking up a pair for yourself, I would strongly recommend going ahead and checking out the review page on my website, SoccerReviewsForYou.com. I will leave a direct link down below in the description as well as an annotation on screen, because you will find buy it now links with exclusive SR4U coupon codes to get you some additional discounts if you are interested in ordering a pair. As far as what you should note about Nike for 2013, it's that they've really been pushing their different stud patterns on all their models. So the Veloce, while I have the Soft Ground Pro version right here, you can also buy the Veloce in Firm Ground or AG, which stands for Artificial Grass. Now these are the three types of playing surfaces, and I know players are really accustomed to just buying one pair of shoes to use throughout the entire season. Most of the time that ends up being a firm ground stud pattern, but if you're going to be playing on softer ground or if you're going to be playing on artificial grass, it's really important to buy the right type of stud pattern for the playing surface that you're going to be playing on most frequently. If that means having only one pair of shoes, that's great. If that means having two pairs of shoes, I really do recommend investing in that second pair, because not only are you going to get better performance out of a stud pattern that's designed for one specific type of playing surface, it's also going to enhance the durability of the shoe and also keep you safer out there on the field, because wearing the wrong type of stud pattern can actually be very, very dangerous. So the Soft Ground Pro stud pattern, like I have here, is designed for soft, natural grass playing surfaces. It's not something that you should use on artificial grass. I realize that these studs are removable, that's why they include the stud wrench, but that's so they can be replaced with other soft ground studs, not to be replaced with plastic ones to use as firm ground or artificial grass shoes. And you especially don't want to wear these with the studs completely removed. You can really harm the shoe, and it's just not safe at all. So what you're going to notice in terms of differences between the Veloce Soft Ground Pro and the Vapor 9 Soft Ground Pro is not so much the layout, because that's pretty much exactly the same. Obviously the sole plate is made from different materials, which we'll get to a little bit later, but you can see that the studs themselves are metal tipped as opposed to being metal all the way through, with the base of the studs being plastic, as you guys can see. And then of course the studs themselves, you only get one set. So you get 11 millimeters in the forefoot and 13 millimeters in the heel, whereas the Vapor 9 will come with this set right here, along with a slightly longer set that have 13 millimeters in the forefoot and 15 millimeters in the heel. So you do not get that with the Veloce model. As far as the upper itself goes, it's made from the same, well, a very similar Tasian synthetic to what you're going to find on the top end Vapor. It definitely is a little bit thicker, and it has a much thicker liner on the inside. So the overall touch on the ball is not going to be exactly the same, but it still is very good for a takedown model synthetic. One of my personal favorite takedown model synthetic shoes on the market. And if you really are looking for that mercurial feel, but you don't have the budget for the top end Vapor, then the Veloce is still a very good option, and is going to offer a comparable feel to what you're going to get on the top end Vapor 9. This particular colorway does feature the golf ball like speed control upper, and a lot of questions have been asked regarding the prominence of the speed control dimpling on here, and it's pretty much exactly the same as to what you're going to find on the top end Vapor 9. But one thing to note is that the Veloce, or any of the takedown models from that matter from Nike, will not feature ACC all conditions control. So just keep that in mind. You have the same central lacing system, and the overall silhouette and look and fit of the shoe is actually very similar to the top end Vapor, but not identical. You have your internal plastic heel counter, your synthetic leather liner with a decent amount of padding. I'll give you guys a quick look at the insole, which I actually prefer this insole to the top end Vapor. Features a synthetic leather liner over top, pretty much molded to this perforated EVA foam insole. Again, the build is very similar, but you're going to have a synthetic leather over top as opposed to a mesh liner, which to me actually works a little bit better because it doesn't slide around as much. As far as the sole plate itself goes, it is a TPU plastic. You do have this kind of glass fiber, carbon fiber looking design going through the midfoot and heel of the shoe, but it isn't actually carbon fiber or anything like that. It's pretty much just a kind of sticker underneath just to make it look very cool, but it doesn't actually have any function in terms of stiffening the shoe or anything like that. So just keep in mind, it's pretty much a straight plastic sole plate. You have your kind of grippy elements here at the toe, which again, they're very minimalistic things. It really doesn't do all that much in my opinion. And like I mentioned earlier, the layout of the stud pattern itself is pretty much exactly the same as what you're going to find on the Soft Ground Pro version of the Top End Vapor 9. So that's pretty much it as far as the unboxing portion of this video goes. And I'll move on to a quick weigh-in so you can see how lightweight these guys are. When you compare firm ground shoes to soft ground shoes always weigh more simply because they do feature metal studs. The sole plate has to be beefed up a little bit, and of course you have to have points in the sole plate itself for the metal studs to screw in. So that does add a significant amount of weight to the shoe, and there definitely is a noticeable weight difference between the firm ground and soft ground model of the Veloce, but in all honesty, when you have them on your feet, you're not going to notice too much of a difference. So I'm going to weigh this pair for you in real time. Keep in mind this is a brand new pair in a size 9 US. Going to throw it on the scale. And you can see that these weigh in at 8.95 ounces, so almost at that 9 ounce mark, whereas the firm ground version of the Veloce is going to weigh somewhere closer to the 8 ounce mark. So there's about an ounce difference, but again, is that a noticeable amount of weight on your feet? In my personal opinion, not really. The shoe fits really tight, which is going to make up for that extra ounce, and they're still going to offer that very close to the foot lightweight feel. So that's pretty much it as far as the weigh-in portion of this video goes. And I'll move on to a quick on feet so you can get a better idea of what the sizing is like and how these shoes fit. Alright, here's a look at the Veloces on feet, and from the first time that you put them on your feet, you'll definitely notice that they have a very tight fit about them. Give them a couple hours to break in, and trust me, the Teijing synthetic will soften up, and the shoe will just give a little bit, making for a much more comfortable feel a couple hours in after wearing the shoes. As far as the overall fit and sizing of the shoe goes, it does fit true to size. I'm wearing my usual size 9 US here, and the fit and the length is absolutely perfect. So if you are looking to order a pair for yourself, I would strongly recommend going true to size. As far as the width of the shoe goes though, it's definitely a much more narrow fitting soccer shoe. So if you do have slightly wider feet, it's probably best to stay away from the Mercurial line altogether. I have about average width feet, slightly flat feet as well, and I'm pretty much at the maximum of what this shoe can handle when it comes to foot width. So if you have regular to narrow width feet, you're going to have no issues fitting at all. But if you do have wider feet, like I said, it's probably best that you stay away. Especially through the midfoot, you will find that the instep of the shoe really hugs your foot when you pull the laces tight, and the overall toe box and forefoot area is fairly narrow as well, with very little stretch coming from the upper itself. So that's pretty much it as far as the on-feet portion of this video goes, and I'll leave you to my final thoughts. Alright guys, that's it for my unboxing of the Veloce SG Pro. I'm going to get to testing these right away and hopefully have my full written review up in the next week or two. In the meantime, if you do want more information on the Veloce as a shoe itself in terms of how it performs, the full written review for the firm ground version is already up on my website, so I will leave links to both review pages down below in the description. And on both review pages as well, you're going to find the buy it now links with the best prices online, including some exclusive SR4U coupon codes to get you some additional discounts. If you have any questions regarding this shoe, feel free to leave a comment down below. And if you guys could leave a like on the video, it would be greatly appreciated. If you're not subscribed already, be sure to hit that subscribe button for daily videos on all the latest soccer gear. All of my social media information can be found down below in the description: Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And other than that, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. And as always, thanks for watching.